January 6th, September 18th riots. Were they insane? Were they overblown? Should we even talk about it? Let's get into it on the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone?
Come on,
Whoa.
man.
What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Derek O'Shea Show. It's my Sunday special. It's just a short thing to think about. How do we think about ourselves and how to grow as a human race, I guess, or whatever. But if you want to start supporting my channel, go to buymecoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. You can be a supporter. I'm going to have some videos. The more supporters I get, the more stuff I'm going to do. So I'll have videos that are uncensored and just completely off the rails. So I hope you join that. And maybe I'll do like my podcast with my friend on that place only so we could say whatever we want. So be sure to be a subscriber, be a part of the revolution. Now, the Sunday special, as always, how can we look at ourselves to grow as you and me, as people? September 18th, I was told by MSNBC all week, a little bit of CNN, that it was going to be this insane riot. It was going to be absolutely insane. And what did it turn out to be after they put up huge fences, had police in riot gear, despite the crowds that were actually there? The one person that got arrested, that were taken down, that had a firearm, turns out to be a Fed. You could see him flashing his badge to the other police officers as they let him go. Turned out to be a huge nothing sandwich. We saw how there was tens of thousands of journalists there. Now, that's an exaggeration. Probably a few thousand, though, journalists there wanting and hoping and praying. They got the big scoop. They got the story. They got the moment that these rioters broke the fence and took down the Capitol. Because the narrative is that a bunch of white supremacists are running this country and are secretly hiding in an underground bunker, and they're waiting for Donald Trump to actually tell them how to feel and what to do next. That's a lie. It's an assumption. They're assuming that because it happened on January 6th, it's going to happen every single day. That there's these incel dudes who don't know what to do, and they're waiting for the word of Donald Trump to say attack. I was told that all week. You saw how MSNBC, their heads dropped, and they were confused, but still angered the fact that nothing happened yesterday. You saw how they say, this doesn't take away from January 6th, and it also doesn't take away from the fact that Donald Trump is controlling these people and telling all these hyperbolic nonsense, just nonsensical ideas that are allowed to be pushed on MSNBC other than any other channel, because those channels are held accountable, just like MSNBC pushing Rachel Maddow having Russia collusion for Trump's entire presidency, even though not being true. This is what happens when you dig a hole and you stay in there and you don't want to look out and you say, no, this is how it really is, and I'm not going to change my mind. You can't do anything to change my mind. I have this assumption on who these people are based on how they look, how they vote, and how, I don't know, how they look. The media has assumptions about you based on your race, based on what you do for a living, and they will create a narrative around who you are. And you're seeing that every day. You're seeing how their narratives, when their narrative doesn't come true, they just keep going. They just go past it and keep pushing on because they know that no one pays attention enough to actually take any of their retractions seriously enough. January 6th, hashtag September 18th riot was not a riot. It was just a rally, and they were talking about political prisoners and stuff like that. It turned out to be a good thing. I support this. I support all protests who are just protesting, not actual riots. But what about you? Because this is the Sunday special. Albert Einstein once said, assumptions are made, and most assumptions are wrong. I know that's just simple, silly kind of, but straight to the point. My encouragement to you this week, when you go about your business, you go to work, you hang out with your family, is the minute you feel yourself like the media, don't be like the media. The minute you feel yourself creating an assumption in your head based on the way someone looks, based on the way someone acts, or based on the way someone has acted in the past. My encouragement to you is to hold that thought and allow the person to be a human being and to maybe change. And maybe you'll change. And maybe these assumptions, because sometimes we create assumptions in our head that dictate how we live. All based on an assumption, not actually based on truth. My encouragement to you this week is the minute you feel an assumption, ask yourself, is this based on truth or is this based on how I feel in this moment? Don't be like the media. Don't be like the mainstream media. They're trying to create a narrative so that they have a reason to have a job. Because none of them are journalists anymore. They need to create an assumption. They need to build up an emotion. They need to create words in your head that triggers emotion. They need to create hysteria in order to create emotion so that you turn on the channel and listen to and watch them. Because if you don't do that, if you relax and you actually read and you digest stuff, then they don't have a reason to be on their 24-hour news cycle. So my encouragement to you, my question for you is, what assumptions in your life do you have? And how can you overcome those assumptions and allow life to actually play out and allow humans to change and change your mind? That's my question to you this week. I hope you have a great week. And I hope we have a great week, you and me. And as always, I'll see you on the next episode of The Derek O'Shea Show. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.